Welcome back, traders and investors. We have a very special guest this morning, Cristina Dolan of the Trading Screen. Christine, how you doing this morning?
Just fine, thanks. And yourself, Joe?
Joel, it's Joe's the other guy that said
Oh,
Jeff.
sorry.
Yeah, this is
Sorry.
Joel. Joel with an L. Tell us a little bit about your company, Trading Screen.
Yes, so TradingScreen is a leading provider. It's an independent provider of electronic trading solutions, including liquidity, trading, investment technology, and it does that through the cloud to the financial markets. And it's known for innovating with the use of advanced technologies, which is why the co-founder and CEO, Philippe Johannick, is so supportive of this coding contest for students, which is called Dream It, Code It, Win It.
So do you help out the high frequency traders, or are you more your clients like the institutions and people that are
The
looking?
institutional.
Okay, so you're actually helping them devise orders or ways to code their stuff, trading systems and whatnot.
Exactly, exactly. And I head up the content, which we provide contextually within the workflow, and the chat with our trade chat solution.
Okay, did you happen to see that thing on 60 Minutes last night about talking about the high frequency trading or not?
I actually missed that show last night because last night at midnight was the deadline for submissions for Dream It, Code It, Win It. So we had tons and tons of submissions coming in, and all the volunteers and myself were actually working through those and chatting with the students that were making the submissions, trying to get them in before the midnight deadline.
So, well, tell us how many people you got signed up for the event, and then tell us about the event.
So I don't have a final tally. I mean, we've had a couple of hundred, likes and social media following through all our various, portals. But the number of submissions, we haven't taken a final count on that. But
Okay.
the way we decided to do this was, obviously you've heard about all the hackathons that are going on in the country. And, I think that the reason why that's a really good thing is that computer science as a whole has changed. It used to be one of these things, computer scientists were in the corner and some business analyst would go out and meet with the clients and figure out what the requirements are. And, they'd throw those requirements over to the computer science people who would, sit in a little room and develop code. And then months and months later, you would actually have an application. But as you know, computer science has changed dramatically since that point, and you have these very rapid development cycles, and the computer scientists are now in the middle of this sort of requirements gathering innovation. And so as a result of that, people's skills and the confidence to be creative have become more important than ever. And so what we really wanted to do was create something that celebrated the creative aspects of computer science. There's another aspect to this, which I'm sure you're well aware of, is that computer scientists used to have to work with a lot of business people in order to innovate and create applications. But because now you have the cloud and you have all this infrastructure, which already has pricing plans, whether it be through Amazon or the iTunes store, baked into them with distribution channels. So a software developer can actually innovate and put their product out there and just see what the market has to say. They can figure out whether customers need their product or don't need their product. So if you look at how computer science has changed and the requirements of computer science, you realize that kids really need to have the confidence to create, understand how to solve problems, be able to present those problems. And these hackathons and coding contests really help the students develop that and also be able to show potential employers what their capabilities are. So when we developed this coding contest, kind of decided to take a different approach, and I created a sort of online submission through facebook.com /Dream It, Code It, Win It, in order to be able to allow students to do their coding at home, allow them to have the freedom to create without having the pressure of a hackathon, but also be able to develop the same skills that these hackathons offer, which is, it's the confidence of being able to, go put themselves out there, because first of all, participating in something, obviously requires the ability to take some risk. And once they're successful with these things, these type of events, these kids develop a level of confidence and skills that they will take on to whatever it is that they end up doing, whether
So
they
you're
go
so
to a big corporate job.
yeah, so you're looking. So this is just you're just not looking for things market related, then, right? You're looking for people that have ideas and coding and to come up with different programs outside of the market, right? For everything, correct?
Exactly, exactly. Because I do think that if you understand computer science and then you have an understanding of the markets, your ability to innovate is much greater than just having one of those skills. And so these are student programmers. So our goal is really to encourage students to approach computer science as a creative problem-solving tool that will enable them to come into a software company that works with the financial markets and be able to come up with new and interesting capabilities through the use of new ideas and new technology.
Okay. I saw that you had a pretty powerful and high level group of people that are involved with this, and how are they going to do the judging? How are you going to determine the winner?
So that's a very good question, because we want to make sure that we give everybody a good opportunity to win. It's a lot of money. I mean, hackathons usually only offer about $1,000 or some gift, and we're actually giving out $60,000 worth of 55 in cash and 5 in prizes. And so we want to make sure we give everybody the opportunity to shine. So we have a group of judges who's been looking at the submissions that have been provided, and the number one criteria is creativity, the ability to find an interesting problem to solve, and then the approach on how you solve that problem. And so the first round of judging is being done right now, and then when the panel, the panel event, which will take place on April 30th at 5:30 at the Cooper Union School at the wonderful Great Hall, the panel is going to talk about what I just spoke of, about the sort of change in computer science and where innovation is coming from. And then after that, they're going to award the prizes to the finalists. So we will not announce who will come in first, second, and third, but we will work with the panel to be able to make that surprise announcement on the day of the event.
Huh. Okay. And is it just for undergraduate students, or is graduate students allowed in it as well?
I'm glad you asked that question, because there's been a little bit of confusion on that. So we really wanted to level the playing field so that students would not hesitate, because when you give away a $20,000 first prize, some students, especially ones who aren't that confident, immediately start thinking, no, I'm not good enough to be able to submit. And so we wanted to make sure that we were encouraging all kinds of kids. Obviously, this is an event that's supposed to encourage them to develop confidence in their capabilities. So college students and grad students full-time can apply for the cash prizes. And then Philippe Johannek, who's the CEO of TradingScreen, opened up a high school prize. And as you know, there's limitations, legal limitations to giving minors, money. So we came up with a clever prize for them, giving them iPads to the winning team for the high school category.
Okay, so and then just give us a little more details on the competition. All right, so is the deadline closed to be able to enter?
Well, we actually have a number of students that are still asking us for an opportunity to submit the work that they've been working on, because, as you know, a lot of students wait to the last minute. So we're probably going to announce shortly, so this is the first that we're saying of this, but that we will extend the submission time so that these other folks who are still working on finalizing their projects will be able to make these submissions.
And when is the actual event? When are you going to announce the winners?
So on April 30th, there will be an event with the with the panel of speakers: Joe Ito from the MIT Media Lab, Rick Nordlander from Google Ventures, Mike Perlitz, who's the CEO of Forbes, Gene Sullivan, who is the founder and general partner at Starvest Partners, Alec Diaz, who's the VP of Product Management at Yahoo, Philippe Buchanek, who's the co-founder and CEO of TradingScreen, and Teresa Dahlberg, who's the Dean of Engineering and Academic Officer at the Cooper Union, and I will be the moderator for this
Wow,
event. And this will take place, so it's a really great panel, and I think this discussion around how the sources of innovation around computer science has radically changed as a result of all this infrastructure and open source and standards, and the speed at which you can innovate and the cost, it has completely changed over the course of the last 2 decades. So it will be a very lively discussion, and then the awards and the reception, and this will take place on April 30th at 5:30 at the Cooper Union in the Grand Hall. And there will be the panel discussion, the award ceremony, and then a networking reception afterward.
Okay, all right, then. So I guess it's not too late to get in then, right? Do you want to give any details if anybody still wants to try and submit for that $20,000 first prize?
Most certainly. So I would love to invite any students who have been working on a project, have a school project, a prior hack that they have worked on and might not have finished, and would love a chance to submit their creation. The URL for that is facebook.com/dream it, code it, win it. And it's a very simple form. You basically just have to say, this is the problem I'm solving, and this is how I've gone about solving it, and then submit either a slideshow or some video so that we can see what the application looks like. And it could be simple. It could be a web page. It could be more complicated, but I tell the students that the scope of judging is around creativity. We're trying to celebrate the creativity, and so it's more important to have a creative solution to an interesting problem than it is to build out some massive enterprise business and try to get that done in such a short period of time. So we look forward to getting more entries. Our goal is really to celebrate creativity in computer science because there's so much opportunity. As you know, only 2% of college graduates graduate with computer science degrees, yet 60% of the jobs are in computer science. There's a huge shortage. And so we'd love to be able to get more students interested in computer science because obviously that's where the opportunities are.
Okay, well, it sounds like a great event, and opening it up to kids in school to be able to expand their creativity in computer sciences. Christina, thanks a lot for coming on the show and talking about the event, and we'll be looking forward to viewing the results.
Wonderful, and you're welcome to come to the event too on April 30th at 5:30 at the Cooper Union School.
Where
welcome
at?
your presence.
Where at?
The Cooper Union School, which is at Astor Place in New York City, at 5:30 on April 30th.
Okay, can we invite everyone in the Options House chat room here as well?
Most certainly. You have to register.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, and we'll let you get back. Sound like you're a busy person staying up last night, getting everything ready for this event, and sounds great. I wish more people would sponsor these kind of events and encourage students to go into the computer sciences.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity to be able to speak about it, and look forward to seeing you at the event.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.